It's the JT Cho Show!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Today is July 18th. I know I haven't done a podcast in a while. This is the 81st episode of the JT Show. I'm your host, JT. I didn't plan on not podcasting through vacation. It's just that the amount of people that I had over, who were all great. It just like, we wanted to do activities that, we could all kind of hang out with each other, So it's kind of awkward when you're like, hey, you got, oh shit, sorry, cactus, this is my cactus farm. But, it's kind of weird when you, yeah, I'm just going to go do a podcast with Cut and you guys can sit over there and be quiet. Like, I don't know. To me, that's kind of rude. I know they would understand because, this is America's most popular podcast to ever come out with millions of followers. Okay, we all know it. Okay, check the view count on YouTube. Okay, don't look at it though, for real. Anyways, so about halfway through my vacation, I realized that I didn't even have time, and we forgot to do our podcast with Cut. We were gonna do something for the league, and we kind of had to do that on the last night for fantasy football. There was just a lot going on, One thing I will say is I have played more golf during this vacation than I have in a very long time. I had to biofreeze essentially my entire body last night, even though, I'm in peak physical condition. LOL. But the golf, it's been nice. I've hit some miraculous shots. 2 days ago, I shot 18, finished 9 holes with my Faja and Real Fake Gary, and the last 2 holes I birdied. And when I birdied 2 par 4s down the fairway drive, bombed it. Huge bomb. Phil Mickelson bomb. Pulled out my lob wedge, chipped it an inch from the hole, or 2 inches, probably like 5 though, for real, but 5 inches off the hole, pinside high, was where the lob hit. Less than a 3-foot putt, got a birdie. Par 9, hole 9, par 4, down the fairway drive, sand wedge, inside a 3-foot putt, back-to-back birdies. I love finishing golf like that. So I had a tremendous vacation filled with tremendous amount of golf. I cannot give it up more for the Michigan Golf Pass. So here is a special sneak peek for all you fucking JTers, the villagers. That's what people like to call them on Twitch. But I'm going to do a complete podcast about the Michigan Golf Pass courses. I'm going to keep my reviews PG-13. Not going to really say, Franken and, you heckin' hackers. Really keep it nice and clean, because then I'm going to send it to the Michigan Golf Pass and see if they use it. Take the revenue on the JT Show, get those eyes on me, get some money, build an actual studio so you don't got to maybe hear that motorcycle going off in the background. Brum, 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 brum. But no, man, so it was tough. It was tough not podcasting because, you guys are like, yeah, he finally he fell off the wagon, Nah, you guys don't say that. Everyone who watches this show, you guys are pretty much my boys, But it was nice. I also took a 2-week break from running. I didn't plan on that entirely again. I was going to try to do at least 5K every day, but after talking with one of my ex-college roommates, who's a athletic trainer, he just said I just needed a rest. So I just gave it, a long time off, because anytime I started running after 10 miles, my right calf would start to cramp. Terrible feeling. I wanted to, keep running and then, at a high pace, but he's like, how are you still running fast? Because my numbers are still good. I might have said this before, but I was just like, because I want to be skinny. So, all in all, this vacation I've had pop. You can call it soda if you want. I've had candy. I'm going to have ice cream today. It's the last day. Yeah, I've gained, the beautiful part about it is I've only gained a couple pounds. Now, tomorrow, I am going to go for a 5K. I'm going to get back on track with running. I'm going to just do 3 miles this whole week, do a nice light warm-up, back into the heavy stuff, run that 17 miles, see when I can schedule a marathon, and then, I'll probably make some JT Show athletic shirt, that'd be pretty dope. Maybe around that time is the 100th episode too, so maybe we can plan it out like that. We're just busting ideas over the internet, It's warm today. It was warm yesterday, even warmer today. No, the sun's out. I woke up, I said last day of vacation. I tore down kind of like camp because we had like a little canopy in the backyard next to the fire pit. Cleaned the countertop. First thing I did, washed my hands, cooking a carne asada slow cooker 8-hour steak today. Put some corn tortillas right on a pan with a little bit of vegetable oil. Get that, flip it, 2 of them together, flip. Sprinkle some, uncooked onions on that shit. It's gonna be delicious. 8 hour. I woke up early and I was just gonna cook that shit and go back to sleep. That was my original plan. But I was like, nah, man. It's your last day of vacation. I don't know how many times I gotta say it, but it's sad and happy. But I'll tell you some things I've been thinking about over my vacation. If you can hear that airplane, you can tell him how fucking rude he is. Anyways, I haven't been able to do stand-up comedy in a month. My last gig got canceled, and I kind of did it for like that little trivia place. It's coming to the realization that, there's still some clubs in Michigan that aren't open till the fall. And the other kind of people that I've been working with, to no fault of their own, I guess, but, I haven't heard anything back from a club in Ohio. I'm not trying to name names and be like, oh shit, these guys, like, I'm not trying to share their names, so I'm not going to say exactly who in the here, but it's like, damn, I really might have to evaluate my life, still try to do stand-up, and, maybe potentially save for a couple of years and move down to Austin, because that's going to be the hottest scene for stand-up. So it's almost like maybe go back to school time, get another degree, have 2 jobs, have a podcast, and stream video games, have no time to myself, I think I might start this 2-year grind to put myself ahead in life, and there's a few things I have to do before that, but as soon as those things are done, it's like, maybe, hey, dude, you did the marathon, now let's kick it into grinding out money-wise to put yourself ahead in the world. I've already had some tips and tricks for, my next big move from some friends, consultants, if you will. But all in all, it's tough. It's originally the JT Show, this is episode 81. I was going to talk about my comedic process. Hey guys, I did stand up 4 times this week. Nope, didn't. But you guys stuck around. I brought in guests. It's the Joe Rogan-esque type podcast. I just want to be entertaining. Very narcissistic. But, we bought Mario Golf. It's super tight. Speed golf's pretty fun. There's a lot to the game. The adventure mode's pretty tight. Video game wise, out of 5 stars, I give it like out of 5, I gave it a 4.2. Okay, I like the game. I've got to get better at the game. I think once I get better at the game and start like cheesing people, because all you do is play it, then I think it'll be okay. So my boy Gary's inside right now, because I woke up earlier than he did. I woke up, like I said, last day of vacation. How many fucking times are you gonna say it during this podcast? My neighbors are probably in their backyard like, who's this guy talking to, man? I can hear him. He sounds crazy. Let's call a wellness check on him. Anyways, my boy is inside. Gary, he was sleeping. I got everything done this morning. And then he wakes up right when I had this studio set up. I wanted to get the cactus farm, the trees. The sun's over here, I had to wear the shades. Sometimes I would just be squinting the whole fucking episode because it is bright, very warm. Warm today. No, I'm not going to do it again. Family Guy does that. But my boy Gary is a huge fan of roguelike games. And I played these types of games before, but it never clicked in my head until now. Like, I might have known specific games that were roguelite, but I really never took a look at the definition of roguelite. So we've been playing, I believe it's 20XX, and today Gary purchased 30XX. We've also been playing Binding of Isaac, which I'm going to have to take a very deep dive into because there's a lot to that game. It's very fun. Hey, by the way, shout out to my beard. Today's the last day I'm going to have it. Going to shave back to the power stash tomorrow. Very unfortunate about it. Back to reality. That's why I need to look for a new job. So, why am I not a famous comedian yet? Because I haven't put in the fucking years of work to earn it. But yeah, these roguelike games, essentially, if you're like, hey, JT, what's a roguelike game? Yeah, that's why I'm wearing a hat, because my hair looks like shit. I need to shampoo and condition. You're like, hey, JT, what's a roguelike game? That's a good question, little Billy. A roguelike game is a game where once you die, you restart from the beginning. Now, sometimes in the roguelike games, you can take items and purchase things to improve your character. So, like, the next game, you might have a better jump. Then you earn some more, you die, you go back to the beginning. Okay, yeah, so, like, there's different games that we've been playing. There's another one, it's a card-based game. Same concept almost, but I really like these games. Like, I kind of hit it. Like, I do play Magic the Gathering sometimes. I was really big into it, like, in person. I sat at the card, like, my 9th grade, all my friends were on the other table, so I hung out with the only other kind of kids I knew, but they all played Magic the Gathering, and then I got into it. But then, like, the next semester, I was on my friend's lunch, so, like, I just didn't play anymore. And then I played a little bit after that. I played a little bit in the military, too, just for shiggles. I bought a pack, and it was pretty fun, but, like, I don't have the time. Like, there's too many things in life to focus on, and I don't need to play real-life Magic the Gathering, but, I might still check out the website. But I like games like that, like little, you draw hands, you have energy, you play cards, turn-based style. And I kind of, like, hide that. Like, I don't brag about that. But now that Gary likes it, I feel like it's okay. And he's like, these are my favorite games. And I was like, I like these games. So, 20XX... pretty cool co-op, pretty nice power-ups. Me and Gary got into a nice groove last night, but just kept blowing it like 3rd or 4th round for no reason. We'd just be like, for shiggles, let's fucking blow it. But I'm still trying to get Gare Bear on the old podcast. He didn't want to do it today. I said, hey man, just pop in the shower, get freshed up. Look at me, man. Look at me. But anyways, I was like, yeah, just, hop in the shower, get freshed up, look real nice, Gary, and, pop in for 2 seconds. And he's like, I'll stream with you today. So, if you're like a JT Show fanatic, which they don't exist, leave a comment. But I will be streaming with Gary today. Some roguelike games, for sure. This is a relaxing day. I woke up early to relax today, and I have bonus time. Because I wasn't even going to wake up till like 11:30, 12 even. Because, I'm slow cooking this carne asada. 4 hours on high, 8 hours on low. So I didn't have to put that bitch until 1, but I woke up early because he's gonna say it again, it's the last day of vacation. Just checking if there's any weirdos watching me. You're the weirdo. Fucking rude, people. What else is new? Oh, let me tell you about my vacation. One of my favorite parts is I got to see my boy Earl. Way more than I usually get to see him. Why? Because we went up to the 4th of July and we had a banging time at Earl's. Nice fireworks, threw some bags, smoked some meatloaf, the whole 9 yards. You know, crushed some cans. He had a nice little RV for us. Air conditioner was, it was great. Great time. And then Gary came down and he's like, I gotta see my boy Gary. So he came down on a Tuesday. We got turned on a Tuesday, throwing bags in the rain. You gotta finish the round, right? We won the second game, lost the third game, but we ain't quitting. That was nice. Got to play some euchre. And then we played a golf scramble with Earl. We were short a man, which kind of hurt our chances to win. But we didn't do well, but just hanging out with Earl, it was fun. It was nice to see my boy Cut and Miss Kayak. Oh, sorry, that's not rude. I was trying to say like an incognito name, but anyways. Because I'm not sure if she's even comfortable with a first or last name on the podcast, so that's why I thought I'd use codename Kids Next Door. But anyways, if you know, you know. But yeah, it was great to see those kids, both those people. Travi, Jesus. See, this is my second alarm, okay? Scared the bejesus out of me. I'm going to turn off the rest of my... See, my other alarms, by the way, my other alarm is...
Making pancakes.
Now, imagine waking up to making bacon pancakes. Anywho, now that all my alarms are off, that was scary. It was right in my lap. Well, it was in the shade because the sun's gonna melt that screen. Anyways, man, dude, that just made my heart jump. I'm only beating at 66 beats per minute. Anywho, Jungle Jesus, it was really rad hanging out with him, because he's like, he brought like a different genre of music that I never really listened to. Some songs I didn't like, some songs I did like. Sorry, my mic's being weird, so it was really bothering me. But it was nice because like you've got to hear more than just your genre of music. Like, who wants to hear? It's tough. Like, who wants to hear the same 400 songs over and over? Like, some of the songs I liked, put it written down, like save it in your history. Other songs I was like, I'm not gonna listen to that one. But thanks for that. It was dope. I got to watch some One Piece with him. When Cut was here, we all got to watch My Hero together, which was sick. Cut did his famous tacos. Those were excelente. We had a kind of like a post-weekend banger at my house where Jeff came down, him as US War Machine. That was a lot of fun. Threw some bags, kicked back some cold ones. I grilled out. I grounded fresh chuck, the steak, grounded it in my meat grinder with some jalapenos and cheese. Made the patties the night before, so I was throwing everything on the grill. Had brats, had dogs, whole 9 yards. Grill master. Everyone's like, can he do it? He's not gonna be, JT sucks. No, they weren't saying that, but I got to see my boy Turtle, Miss Turtle. It's great to see them both. It was a relaxing vacation, a lot of hard work. The golf, the golf was beautiful. The one thing I will say about the Michigan Golf Pass for the preview is these courses were just the prettiest things, and there's some that I haven't even played yet, but I've got to finish that. So, I think I might do this thing where I try to finish it with my dad, and I'll just pay for half his cost. Because some of these courses are expensive to play, but it was super nice. Played some pool. I got better at that. All it takes is repetition. I'm not a pro at all. I'll get my ass kicked, but I'm better than I once was, which is nice. But besides all that, where does the time go for vacation? It's crazy. It's like back to reality. It's like, as much as like things that I've enjoyed the most, eating fast food. Holy shit. Like I said, Miracle May started May 1st. Ate clean the whole month, Told you guys about it. Lost a significant amount of weight. Carried that into June. Still kept the calorie count a little more lenient with beer and, here and there in small increments. Took that into July and took it off for vacation. Now it's back to reality. I'm really excited though, because I've only gained 2 pounds and I haven't exercised. So now I'm about to get back on my clean eating, and I think I might do just like a low carb month. The first month of eating, just like I think I just might try no bread. Eat vegetables all you want, but I think if I can cut out bread, then I'm probably gonna lose like some love handles, because love handles are annoying. All right, I have them. I'm also gonna go get a big tire. Can't wait. I'm gonna get a big tire. I'm gonna put it in the backyard. I'm gonna lift that sucker up. I'm gonna get a sledgehammer. I really hated going to the gym. I will say that. If I ever go back to a gym, it's gonna be a gym where I can do deadlifts at. But I'm still gonna like do little things, so when it's nice in the summer, I can flip a tire in the backyard. I got an axe now, so I can always chop some wood for this fire that we never had. Oh my goodness, it's super bright out. I got bit by a wasp. That was one of the worst parts. We were trying to set up this thing. These chairs on my deck that are broken sat on my deck for a long time. They built some black wasps. I got bit in the foot. I'm pretty sure they can bite. It wasn't a sting. Couldn't find a stinger, but I think they can bite. If they can bite, then put it in the comments. R.I.P. to my boy Cut for also getting bit. He got bit first, and I'm barefoot. I look down on my feet, and I'm like, because he's like, oh shit, and I'm like, oh shit, and I'm like looking at him everywhere, but then I like look down on my feet, and like there's the nest, and then right on top of my foot is a fucking wasp, and it's biting me, and I was like, that's like a Curly reference from Three Stooges. That's terrible. I should retire. You know what? Retiring at 31. Never made it, so my career is over. Never podcasting again, because I'm no good. Anyways, yeah, that was major bummer. We did go to Horrocks. If you've never been to Horrocks, it's a place in Lansing, Michigan. It's kind of like a big farmer's market. They have gourmet coffee. Bought the blueberry muffin coffee. Very delicious. They have gourmet popcorns. Dill pickle is a fire one. The white cheddar jalapeno, it's pretty average. One of the things I did discover at your local Meijer, or Meijer as some call it, from Jersey, if you go to Meijer, you can get this 3 cheese. It's a hot sauce that starts with an S, sriracha, cheese dip. Oh man, that's gonna be hard to keep away from. I bought extra pork rolls, so yeah, I'm going back to clean eating, I know, but I do have bagels to finish off. So once those bagels are done for, then I'm cutting out bread for an entire month, and I'll let you guys know that progress. So I'm kind of excited to get back on that train. I might start actually looking the best I've looked in a long time, even though you look at me and you're like, you don't look good. I know, but I can look worse. I can't look better, but I can look worse. I hope everything's been good with you guys, just because, this podcast still has a long way to go. I know I get 10 viewers. It's not like, if Joe Rogan didn't do a podcast for 2 weeks, the world would be like, "Where's Joe Rogan gone?" And if Joe Rogan went on like I know he like records more episodes, and then he can go on vacation or do whatever he wants. But if he didn't release any episodes for 2 weeks, people would be like, it's the government. But the JT show, 3 people are like, oh, he's probably got shit going on, or maybe he quit. Finally, don't have to watch it anymore. But it was a good break for my mental health too. I streamed once, which was really fun. We streamed some Mario Party, and then after kicking back a few, I did get a little goofy. So my antics, and I mean, look, there's no excuse for it because I chose to have those drinky poos. But maybe have one less next time, JT. That's all I can say about that. But I did have a fun night with my friends, even though I got roasted like 24/7, and I had a couple short outbursts during vacation. But those are things I need to work on, so a lot of mental stuff to reflect on. But this vacation was good for my mental health. Taking this 2-week break off my podcast was good for my mental health. Because, like I said, if not doing my podcast would hurt somebody else, I'd feel terrible. But it was like a nice break. But getting back to reality, I got to get back to this grind, Start looking good, start feeling good, start going to comedy shows, Thinking about going back to school this fall, too. I can earn some extra cash with that to use for gas. But all in all, it's like today is just going to be a small stream, playing some co-op games with Gary, slow cooking this carne asada. It's going to be a great day today. We're going to go to Potbelly's for lunch, not a sponsor. Get a little Sammy. It's going to be my last pop of vacation for lunch. Drink some water tomorrow. Like I said, going to go for that 5K. He's there. Everyone's like, you're repeating information already. I know. I'm just. I'm glad you guys are here with me for this moment, because, like I said, like for mental wise, like I'm refreshed, but like no more days off can help me. To like everything's fine, but going to the place of work, and I just want a new job. I'm not gonna go. Like I said, I'm not here to get fired, but. Anyways, there's no more days off can help that. Just a new job. Once I really didn't get far with my basement, but that's what I'm gonna start working on as well. Once that's finished, and the studio's down there, that's pretty much when the grind will start. So it's tough though, because you gotta pick what you want to do, and do I want to spend the whole day doing construction? It's real tough, and there's real world things that I still have to do to this house, and I got a little insurance battle going on right now. It's the whole 9 yards, man. But the good news is all that overtime that I worked at the place where I work, and all the hours I put in extra, came in super clutch just to have a relaxing time here on vacation. I'm trying to remember if we did anything else extra special. Oh, yes, we did. One of my favorite things that we did was a recommendation by Gary, and I've been kind of wanting to do this for a while, but Gary said, I don't care, it can just be me and him if no one else wants to, or he'll pay for gas, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But we picked him up from the Detroit airport. And once we picked him up from the Detroit Metro airport, we drove into the beautiful city of Detroit, and we had Detroit style pizza, which is square deep dish pizza at this Michigan in Trumbull. And they're not a sponsor, but their pizza is flame. They had peach, like a peach topping on a pizza, which I've never seen before, and everyone was just raving about it. I had a breakfast chorizo square pizza. You can do half and half, which is like super cool. $15 for like, I think it was for the Gucci pizzas, which is like 6, a nice pan size. Their mozzarella deep dish. Oh man, dude, that place has bomb ranch. That place has bomb vodka sauce to dip your mozzarella sticks in. But that was some of the best food that we ate the entire vacation. It was so good. And Michigan and Trumbull was in this nice spot. Detroit's on the up and up. I'm going to tell you, 10 years we'll be on the map. Well, not even 10 years, 5 years. Why? Because you've got 2 young franchises. You got 3 young franchises right now. And then you've got one in sort of this, we're going for the gold, yet we could still rebuild because we traded away Matt Stafford. So you've got 3 very young teams in Detroit right now that with the number 1 pick, the Detroit Pistons, they're about to be on the map. They're about to be like, I'd say like a step or 2 behind Atlanta. Like no explosive shooter, but, right around there. Detroit's being run by Steve Yzerman for GM, so he's rebuilding, and he wants to keep Bashel, or whatever the fuck his name is, the coach. So that's his choice. I believe in Stevie. Look at the Tampa Bay Lightning, Stevie, and then the Tigers young squad. Badu, we got to keep him. Cabrera, waiting for him to retire. I love you, dog. I love you, Cabrera, but please, like, announce your last season next year. I mean, come on, man. I love you, Cabrera. Thank you for everything you've done to Detroit. I've literally seen you win a walk-off home run, like, more than one time at Comerica Park in the bottom of the 9th, which is crazy. But it's like, just hit a few more home runs and just be like, hey, I'm out of here. But you're probably going to do a huge tour and one, I don't know. He's old. So, anyways, the Tigers, though, have a lot of young guys besides him. Sort of wishy-washy on the manager or whatever, but, because of the whole Houston thing, but whatever. We played the best in baseball, though, that we did. I think we went 30-22 over, like, a couple weeks ago, so, like, over that span. So that was one of the best stints of baseball that we played in, like, 8 years. So Tigers coming up, too. Not a team to win yet, but we're all coming up. But the Tigers, I mean, like, the only downfall, I don't want any more of that. The only downfall is that the league is surrounded by so much talent. Trout, Shoji, Fernando, Vlad, like, Harper. The Tigers just everyone's gonna have to do it as a team, man. It's like the 2004 Pistons, best starting five, have to do it as a squad. And same with hockey. We don't have any real huge namers. There's less huge namers in hockey. There's more teams in hockey. And then Pistons are about to get the number 1 draft pick and have a really nice young squad too. But, again, repeated that information. Anyways, though, there's a fly out here. I'm sweating. This is going to be my first podcast back. Episode 81 in the books. Full fucking steam ahead for JT. Thanks for waiting around. The picks are going to be coming up soon. About to be fantasy football season. We're about to get crazy, all right? Love you guys. Signing out, Captain's Log.